Thanks for clicking on this video. So today I'm going to be talking about an awesome album, epic thrash metal album, Laaz Rockit's Annihilation Principle. It came out in 1989 and it was just an incredible album. One of those deals where you think, oh hey, this is a new band, this is the first album. It's actually the third album, the fourth one. The City's Gonna Burn in 1984, No Stranger Danger in 85, Know Your Enemy in 1987, and then of course this one. So it's the fourth album. And of course a lot of people, of course at the time, especially on the East Coast, were thinking that they were a new band. They're from Berkeley, California. Hold on. And which is right next to San Francisco, or part of a district of San Francisco, or part, who the heck knows. But it's right next to San Francisco. I don't know California that much. But anyways, which is that Bay Area thrash scene. So they were part of the original, or the Big Six there, which includes like Death Angel, Forbidden, and Laaz Rockit, a couple of others. Talked about like a tour of doing with like the Big Six, or even 4 of the Big Six, I guess. But anyways, this album came out in early 1989, I think February, March. Forgot exactly. But they didn't have a video of it until probably like April or May of 1989. And if you've seen my other previous video, one of my other previous videos, the Headbangers Ball, it's strange because my friend Randy was taping it for me. And then I'd ask him, hey, did you watch the Headbangers Ball? And he's like, no, I watched 10 minutes of it and they showed Europe, Poison, and Bon Jovi. So he was one of those types who'd watch it for 10 minutes and go, oh, frig this is stupid. And then, of course, I'll watch it. So anyways, one of the nights on the Headbangers Ball, they premiered this, like, right at the end. No world premiere or anything. They just started showing it right at the end, the very last video. And I was just, like, floored by it. I was like, holy cow, this is awesome. Fire in the Hole. This is a really cool song. This is a really cool band. Taped that one time. And then I was like, hey, yeah, you see that last video? I'm like, yeah, did you watch the Headbangers Ball? I said, yeah. So I said it was awesome. So I'm going to try to find the clip. There is a clip, and of course, I know on VHS, you watch my Headbangers Ball story. Adam Curry presents the video, and then he says, the band Laaz Rockit, which is from the movie The Enforcer. He shoots the helicopter. Clint Eastwood shoots the helicopter with a Laaz Rockit, L-A-W-S rocket. And then in the tradition of heavy metal misspelling, the band came up with L-A-A-Z rocket. The main things, I know I'm going on with covers again, check it out, look at it. I mean, it's just a wicked, awesome album cover. And it was done by Jeff Holt. The cover work was done by Jeff Sadowski. So, of course, he did one of the other ones, and, of course, I looked up his name and stuff like that. He's done so many other metal album covers he has done. I mean, just like with a lot of metal bands, sometimes their album covers will look kind of similar. You could tell it's by, like, the same artist. Like Know Your Enemy looks kind of similar to this one to an extent, with that guy creature thing on there. So anyways, straight into the full review of this, because I starts off with Fire in the Hole, which they of course did a video for, music video, and it's just a wicked awesome song. There's that break where the drum break where the drummers go, nuts, and the floor toms and everything. And the solo is good, the vocals are good. The vocals are just really good. For anybody who doesn't like high screaming bands or this kind of band or what the heck ever, I don't know. It's just an awesome song. It has, the lyrics to it. Pull the pin of fate. So the sea. I'll have to put in little clips of what pieces I think are awesome, because I don't think I'm going to get a copyright strike for this one. A copyright claim, actually. The really cool, interesting things about the song Fire in the Hole is the chorus, and there's not even much of a chorus. He just says Fire in the Hole 3 times. The first time he just says it. The second time he shouts it right before the guitar solo. And then the third and final time he whispers it. Down below, fire in the hole! Mob Justice, which I believe is about the mob. Cool guitar work in that. It's a cool guitar riff. I really like it. There's this one wicked part in there of Chain of Fools that I think is awesome. I have to put in little clips because it's kind of really specifically hard to describe the music specifically, so I'm just going to put in little clips. I don't think I'll get a copyright claim for it. Well, like, man, why'd they cover this song specifically? Why didn't they cover another song? I never heard of the song before. I heard of the Dead Kennedys, but I wasn't really big on them or cared about them. But the song Holiday in Cambodia is a pretty cool song, and it's a cover song. And it's a really good cover song, because I heard the original version several years later, and it was like, these guys, I think they did better. And then, of course, the song, during the song, you're saying Pol Pot and Pol Pot. And I wasn't sure if he was talking about pot or what the heck he was talking about. You just got to think, I heard this back in '89. I had no idea who the heck Pol Pot was. It wasn't until years later I found out he was the leader, president, and dictator of Cambodia. Okay, so Bad Blood and Chasing Charlie are pretty good songs. Some cool guitar work in there. Once again, the drumming is, really good. I guess just the pick hit, their best song was Fire in the Hole off the album. It's a good album. Those are really good songs, but some people are like, it was kind of mediocre. It was like nothing like really stand out and specifically incredible about them. So the album closes with The Omen, which is a really cool one. You figured they were going to do a music video for that one. But I think they did they? Not sure specifically what the song is about. There isn't too many like Laaz Rockit interviews and articles out there. I mean, it's not like really the magazines gave them too much publicity, and or of course MTV, so you have to go digging in to find out stuff about Laaz Rockit. But of course, here's the bad news. Unfortunately, the digging that I did, and I remember reading this. Victor Angelo passed away in 2014, and then the bass player Willie Lang passed away in 2018. That's terrible. So it's one of those things where, geez, there's not going to be any like lineup. Because they did reform, and then they did put out that last album, Left for Dead, which I really wasn't wild about. Quick review on the next one. After this, the 1991, they came out with that album I really wasn't wild about. But anyways, one of the cool things about Annihilator? Hello. Alright, so after this album, you figured, okay, we'll wait and see if they're going to do another album and everything, what's going to be the next music video. But the next music video came quick in 1990, year of thrash metal. So, in 1990, they came out with the song Leatherface, had a video for it and everything. Kind of a Anthrax vibe, and Anthrax meets Metal Church, I guess, or something. Because they're out in the desert, and then of course they're wearing no shorts. But anyways, that was kind of stupid. They came out with the video for Leatherface, and it was really cool that they got a soundtrack for the song Leatherface, and for the movie Leatherface. I forgot which one, what part, or what the heck ever. Halloween movie. But I figured, oh, cool, this is neat. They're doing a soundtrack. So you figured it was just, a touch more popularity. But then, of course, by 91 and whatever, and then, they just disappeared. Or, excuse me, by 91 they came out with that other album. But that album, they disappeared as far as the popularity and publicity and stuff like that. After 91, I stopped waving at Dan Carver. After 1991, that was it. They just went downhill from there. It's a really perfect timing for this video because I used to date my tape cassettes all the time back in the day. And I did get this one August 1st, 1989. So here it is, August right now. Another thing I noticed years ago on tape cassette says VX Gas. And I wasn't sure if that was anything real or anything. So I decided to Google it. Because when I saw it years ago, I didn't think it was real. Alright, so I heard those other first Laaz Rockit albums, and they're pretty good. I do like them. I was only able to get Know Your Enemy. Know Your Enemy was available. The other ones, City's Gonna Burn and No Stranger in Danger, I had to order, and they couldn't get them. The store that I was ordering from couldn't get them at all. Summarize this album. It's an awesome album. It's an awesome album cover. It's an awesome album. The songs on here are really good. It's a perfect 1989 album. This is definitely their best album. The several before weren't as good as this, and the two that came after definitely didn't touch this one. This is Laaz Rockit's masterpiece and their best album. Check it out. I suggest you get it. Thanks for watching.